The Fox and the Fridge. Yesterday morning, Professor McGonagall knocked at my office door. She strode purposefully in, her sharp eyes narrowing. I knew something was afoot. Taking a deep breath and looking visibly unsettled, Professor McGonagall said, "It's Harry Potter. He has not received the 4 admittance letters you have sent thus far." I reminded Professor McGonagall his aunt and uncle, Muggles, have no fondness for magic. I believe they may have taken steps to keep him from magic. I reassured her I would take more direct action. If the letters cannot reach him, then we shall go to him. I went to Little Whinging that afternoon to see Harry. I expected that he would not get his letters. I didn't expect this process from Harry's Muggle life to his wizarding one to be trouble-free. So, here we are. It's no doubt his aunt and uncle are blocking his access to my correspondence. But I just wanted to see him, the poor lad, to know that he will be among his fellows shortly, but for now, that he is all right. It's not often that I transfigure, but decided it might be a nice change of pace. I transfigured myself into a common fox, making sure to dull the hue of my fur to not be too bright red. I quietly made my way into the backyard and deftly perched myself atop the roof of the garden shed, maintaining a careful balance, which is much easier as a fox. I found a high point, all the better to spot Harry. There he was, head bent over a book, laying on his bed. He lazily flicked over the pages with an air of unhurried ease. This marks the second occasion I have visited Harry. After leaving him on Petunia and Vernon's doorstep all those years ago, I returned once more when he was about 3 years old to check on him. On the second occasion I visited, the scene brought a tear to my eye. A remarkably capable little toddler, Harry, tottered unsteadily through the garden, exploring with innocent curiosity, while Petunia tended to her fussy son in the glass conservatory nearby. Even then, Harry's neglect was visible in his oversized clothes and dirty face. I must admit, the sadness I felt for Harry has kept me away, the coward I am. Matters appear to have improved now. 10, almost 11 years old, Harry is still in oversized clothes, but he looks more sturdy. Tall, yet dishevelled, a striking resemblance to his father. His eyes, the amazing, bright green they have always been. As I gazed at Harry from my fox form, a thought struck me. He deserved a reprieve, however brief, a treat, so to speak. If I could bring him even a moment of joy, it was worth the effort. I swept down swiftly from the garden shed and transfigured myself back to human form near the kitchen window. I could see Vernon and his son Dudley sitting watching television. With a light movement of my wand, I cast a forgetfulness on them both, a spell to forget Harry for 24 hours. At once, Dudley leapt from the couch, running over to his father's armchair and tugging on his arm. I orchestrated events so that Dudley insisted on going away for a holiday. Just for one night, it's true, but a night nonetheless. Vernon sprang to his feet, visibly startled, and began shouting in alarm, realizing they had completely forgotten about their planned overnight getaway. Petunia raced out of the laundry, looking baffled, but didn't take long to commit to the panicked state that Vernon and Dudley were now in. I waited while the Dursleys rushed around the house, packing for their trip. With no sound emanating from Harry's room, he appeared to be none the wiser. Before they left, I encouraged through magic Aunt Petunia to write a note and leave it on the kitchen counter for Harry. "Gone for the night. There is some leftover food from Uncle Vernon's company party. Eat what you like. I am throwing the rest away tomorrow upon our return." A short while later, when the Dursleys had left the house, I cast a spell through the window, transferring a bowl of asparagus into a pink-tiered cake, and duplicated the food in the fridge threefold, including bread rolls, fried chicken, and pastries. I then immediately sent a Patronus to the Department of Underage Magic at the Ministry to inform them it was I who had cast the spell. Though I doubted there would be any reprimand, given that Harry had yet to begin his studies at Hogwarts, I deemed it prudent to inform them nonetheless. As I walked away from Privet Drive, I tried to reassure myself that within 3 months Harry would be at Hogwarts. Harry would then be able to discover his hidden talents at this time. I am keen to ensure he has magical company once more, friends and people who will care for him. Through kindness and empathy, the boy could overcome loneliness, build self-confidence, and heal emotional wounds from the past. I know teaching Harry magic and other skills might enable him to fight for a brighter future for the wizarding community. I hope his story ends in legacy this time, rather than loss. I will make the necessary arrangements to have Hagrid collect Harry closer to September the 1st. Professor Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.